First, let me say how excited I am to be here today in the Wiregrass area here in Dothan. When I see a facility like CAE here, which is a fixed trainer facility to train our war fighters around the world, and to be located here in Dothan, it's really exciting. It'll be about 100 jobs will be created, and then maybe later about 300 jobs, I think, over at Fort Rucker. So there are a lot of jobs will be created, and these are really high-paying jobs. This is part of our aerospace companies that we have located in the state. We have almost 400 aerospace industries in the state of Alabama, and so this is one of them. So we're very excited to be here and to help be a part of this opening.
Montgomery has somewhat become the automotive capital of Alabama. The Mobile area is the steel capital of Alabama. Does this, coupled with commercial jet, could we possibly become the aeronautical part of Alabama?
Well, I think we certainly are in this area, with commercial jet and with CAE now. This is a major part of our aerospace industries, and Huntsville, of course, is, and we have now we have Airbus down in Mobile, but it's very diversified all over the state, and this is just part of what we're really trying to do, creating jobs, and aerospace is a major part of that.
How do you feel about the Alabama economy going forward?
Well, I think it's going to improve. Honestly, I think with the Trump administration, you can see what's happening right now with the stock market. That usually precedes the economy about 6 months. And I think that we're going to see an uptick in our economy, and not only in this state, but also in the country.
What unrelated? Go ahead.
You were at the National Governors Convention last week and saw a lot of positive tweets and things. Do you have anything to comment about what y'all did last week?
Well, we really worked a lot on education, but primarily all the governors right now are working on the Medicaid situation and the Affordable Care Act. And I want to say this. We want to make sure that our legislators, our congressmen, protect Alabama, because we did not expand Medicaid in Alabama. We're one of the 19 states that did not expand Medicaid, and we cannot be punished for not expanding Medicaid. We actually need to be rewarded, because the 19 governors stood strong on that. We did not expand Medicaid, and so we need to make sure that we're not punished, and that there is not just an expansion and a blessing of Obamacare in this country right now. And that's what I'm afraid may be happening if we aren't careful. Realize that the most important thing is what we're doing here right today, and that's creating jobs in this state. And I work hard every day, and I'm doing my job, and my job is to try to improve the lives of the people of Alabama. That's what I'm going to do.
What is your position with the company? I'm sorry.
I'm the president and general manager of Cae USA, and we're headquarters in Tampa, Florida.
So you're over the whole company?
I'm over the company that's basically responsible for all U.S. defense business.
Explain to us, to people who may not know, the contract here and what you will do.
Okay, this is the Army fixed-wing training program, and it's to train Army and Air Force aviators, basically for the C-12 aircraft as they go into operational use.
Other than just Fort Rucker, what else made this the Wiregrass desirable for you to start a new training facility here?
Well, number one, Fort Rucker, of course, is in the Wiregrass community, and we needed to have the training capability close to the Army customer.
Not asking you to compare, but Flight Safety had this contract for a long time. What makes your company stand apart from them, other than you got the contract to understand? But I'm guessing the answer would be this training facility.
CAE is a training company, and this is primarily our business. We compete around the world for training opportunities like this. We're grateful for the Army for giving us the opportunity to compete on the program, and we were able to secure the contract through a competition and then establish the training center here.
How many pilots do you anticipate that you'll train every year? How many of those will be from the military, and do you train other than military?
Right. The training center here is specifically for the Army and Air Force fixed-wing aviators, especially going into the C-12 aircraft. There'll be 600 aviators trained here in the facility annually, And we plan to expand the facility to take care of international customers and other customers that the Army and the Air Force desires to bring to the Dothan area.
So that may be, we may be training pilots from whatever country and bring them in here, did it?
Absolutely. In coordination with the U.S. government and the Army customer, we will look at the potential of bringing coalition partners to come train here at the Dothan Training Center. That will be our intent, to expand the training center into the future.
These pilots training through this, how is this going to give them a leg up to other pilots who haven't had the same capabilities or same equipment?
Well, what gives them the advantage here is that this is the first stage of fixed-wing training for the Army aviators. So they'll actually train in the Grove TP-120. That's a fixed-wing, single-engine turboprop aircraft. It's an advanced trainer for that stage. It's got the avionics very similar to the avionics that the aviators will see in the C-12 aircraft that they'll fly in the Army and the Air Force. So that gives them a great advantage there.
How many people will work here?
We'll have about 100 total employees at the Dothan Training Center, at least initially. And of course, as we look to expand the training center to take care of potential international customers, we will expand the employment here in Dothan.
I'm good.
Describe the facilities here. Talk about the modern facilities, how this is a new era for pilot training.
Oh yes, the facility is just under 80,000 square feet. It'll hold 6 full flight simulators. Right now we'll have 4 full flight simulators here. 1 or 2 of the simulators that we provide is part of our new technology, which is a roll-on, roll-off. It allows us to change the configurations of different aircraft. It gives us that leverage and flexibility, and to expand to new platforms as they come available in the future.
Just to make sure I understand, do your pilots that train here, do they fly out of here, or do they just use the simulators?
No. Actually, the training will be both live training in the aircraft. So again, we have the Grove 120 TPs that are available. That's the initial aircraft that will be used for training, and then they'll fly in the C-12. The C-12 aircraft are provided by the U.S. Army to us.
I think I asked you this, but how many pilots will you train per year, estimated?
600.
Okay.
600, initially 600, and of course we look to expand that as we go forward.
Anything else you would like to add?
No, that's
Thank you, sir.
neat.